Keeper number 3 is a good one. Keeper number 4, if they keep growing, they're growing.
Whew. All right, guys, here we go. Third and final day of the FLW COSTA on Champlain. I'm excited. You know, hey, this is top 10 already, you know, so it's already good in my opinion. I want to get that #1 place, 2 pounds off the lead, sitting in 4th right now. Just got to get my head in the game. Got to fish hard, got to just remember to be thankful on the water that, you know, I get the opportunities to do this. Thank you to all the support that I've gotten from everyone. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Everybody who just, you know, stands by the channel and everything, and everybody who has been watching this journey. So, you know, it's come down to this. This is an opportunity. You don't always get these, especially on the co-angler side. It's always the luck of the draw, and you just have to fish your hardest every single time you go out. And that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna fish hard. We're gonna stay positive. I'm gonna stay in my head and stay positive all day long. I'm not focusing on losing, all right? Can't do worse than 10th, but I'm not focusing on anything else other than being here in this moment, doing this right now, all right? Don't focus on anything else. Let's get out there and have some fun today, and hopefully at the end of the day, you know, I can hold up a couple big largemouth, big smallies or something like that, and you know, move up to that #1 spot and take home a W. Let's go. Nobody taking a knee in this sport. Right there, guys. We're chasing the best angler in the world. And 2 of the best co-anglers. At least one. Gary Hamaguchi over there. Winner of multiple boats. Multiple events. Go get him, Gary! Man, it's a good riding boat.
Yeah, I know.
Rides smooth. Good job, bud.
Appreciate it, dude. You can just sit right
Yeah.
here.
I know there's that offshore grass out there that we idled over.
None of my co-anglers have casted out here yet.
Yeah.
I've been trying to cast up here.
Well, I saw it when we idled over, but
Yeah.
I understand why this spot's good like this, but
Yeah, I don't know.
keep
what
doing
fishing I feel bad about. There's just a lot of fish like using it. Because like there's like 4 more points in there that look exactly the same, but I got nothing on them.
Keep doing what you gotta do, man.
Okay guys, so for some of my videos I don't always do the best job of capturing kind of what's going on at that given time. So I want to set the stage for you for the rest of this day and what's going on in this video. My boater has gone to his first spot in the morning. It's a good spot. He's power poled down. He's casting right at this spot. I mean, it's about the size of a dinner table, right? And these fish are moving right up onto this spot and they're feeding. And now I'm fan casting everywhere. Basically, I'm allowed to from the back of the boat, not getting a thing. My boater even says, hey, none of my co-anglers have even caught fish here at all. I'm cool with this because that's the boater's prerogative. That's what a boater needs to do. And it's the first thing in the morning. You know, if we spent 2-3 hours there and that was it, and then he moved on, we'd be all good. You know, so he did. He spent a good time there. He caught good fish there. So again, I agree with his tactics going on there. And I'm not in the position as a person in the back of the boat to where it matters whether I agree or disagree. It matters to me to stay inside of my head to say like, you know what, no, he's doing what he's got to do, wait for my opportunities, and then capitalize when I finally get that opportunity. The other thing I could think of too was like, listen, this has got to be a good spot. It keeps replenishing. fish are moving up and off of this spot. There's got to be something. And even I pick up a fish in that area. It doesn't keep, but at least I catch something. I'll swing him. Fish, if you just committed us to 20 more minutes here, I hate you. Unless you're gonna tell me it was 12 limit today. You know, there's a good 7 hours of me being backboated. For instance, you know, we pull up to this one area where we spend about an hour and I'm just casting into blank nothingness. Like, I'll show you a screenshot of like a sonar unit as to what I mean by blank nothingness. There is nothing around except for what the boat is pointed at. And again, I'm being backboated by the spot lock feature, which is essentially keeping him to where he can cast towards kind of this one rock spot that's forward up ahead. And then again, I can't, because I can't cast to the front of the boat. You know, I can cast all the way to the sides and stuff like that, but I'm basically casting at nothingness. And you know, some people are actually going to look at this screenshot and be like, well, there's a nice rock transition there. So that's actually what you could and should capture from this screenshot that I'm using to kind of show blank nothingness, is that there is a transition there. Granted, that's just a generic one that I pulled off the web, but something that you can learn from, again, looking at that screenshot. I'll swing him. Where we're at now is we're basically about 7 hours in. I really only got maybe an hour and a half of fishing time left, and we finally pull into a spot that is loaded with largemouth. Please don't tell me you're thinking about running back to that point and just sitting there again.
Do what?
I said, please don't tell me you're thinking about running back to that point and sitting there again. All right. So I finally say to him, hey man, you've got your limit already. How about you pull up off this mat and let me get a good cast at it too? Which finally gets through to him, because I've just now cracked 2 really good fish even behind him. So in areas that he is completely already picked through, I catch fish behind him because I figure out the pattern. Thank you.
Yep.
I love hearing that sound. I need that as a ringtone. Two more and I've got a sack. I got a sack that could win. Two more and I got a sack that could win, guys. Oh, those trips to Florida paid off, boys. Come on, get up here. One more. One more. Shoot, I might need a... Come on, guy. I hope you make this. Come on. I hope you can make this. Oh, you might need it. You might need to grow. You might need to grow. Oh, dang. Trust me, I won't be doing this anymore than you do. Okay, nope.
Jeez. Almost, almost. Almost. Ooh. Gotta be more of size in there. They've been in these mats all week. No matter where you find them, that's where they've been. I'm jacked up now, guys. Woo! Jacked up. Yeah, my hook came out too. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. My boater yesterday got him at the end of the day, kind of doing this too.
Really?
Yeah.
Down in time?
On the way back. But the thing was, is like, and it was the weight too. That's what was interesting. It was that fall rate that was getting them. That was really triggering them to bite. Because I was doing 3/8 behind him, wasn't picking up nothing.
Now let me tell you about this pattern because I should have figured it out earlier. When I was bomb casting and I could barely just reach the mat, right? I took out a frog and I was bomb casting thinking, man, maybe this frog will catch something. Sure enough, I had a fish blow up on that frog. It's a pretty thick mat, guys, and that fish blew up on that frog. I should have, at that exact time, realized, holy crap, those fish are at the top of this pad. Because they're not going to be at the very bottom all the time and then shoot all the way up to get to a frogfish. So, you know, that should have told me right there. I should have cued in on that a little bit faster. But because of how I normally fish this type of structure, this type of cover and everything, I was already doing what I needed to do to catch those fish. I just wish I would have cued in on it a little bit sooner because, you know, I had a very limited opportunity, a very limited window to catch fish. And had I cued in on that just a smidge sooner, I may have landed, you know, probably 3 to 4, maybe even 5 more fish if I were doing it properly. But I ended up figuring it out, trying to say things to keep him to stay in this area. Like, I was trying to motivate him to stay in this area because we've probably caught 10 plus fish in this area. And the last thing I want him to do at this point is to go right back to that 1 point power pole down and basically have me casting at nothing when I've got a real good shot at catching a good limit here because I've already caught 11 pounds in this area.
I need 2 more, man. I wish that one didn't count. I might need to measure that other one. I might have measured him wrong.
So, you know, I end up telling him, and I don't get it on film, but I end up telling him and I say, listen, man, this is exactly what's happening. And I did that after I realized one time I punched through the mat and boom, as soon as I punched through, a fish hit it. And I tell him, I said, hey man, go like punch in here, go ahead, ring the top of that mat. That's what the pattern is because the fish are positioned upwards. And I even call my shot on the next fish.
One little fish and it's taking me 3 minutes to recover from it. It's in that part of the mat right there. Let's see if I can keep it. Just need one more, guys. Just one more fish. And we'll be taking a limit in. It's been a tough day with very few options, very few opportunities. Come on, big fish on this one. I don't know if he's gonna keep. Sorry. Might be long enough. Maybe. Maybe. A little pot of them right there. Isn't it almost instantaneous? You want to cast back there too, dude? So you want to cast back there too? Just in case? Alright. Just in case there's one more there.
But you know, guys, this is part of being a co-angler. You know, sometimes it literally sucks. You're going to be put in these situations to where you have to control yourself, but you know what? There's nothing really saying that you can't speak up, right? And I tell anybody who's on the back of my boat when I'm fishing, hey, this is an open forum. You got some ideas. I want to hear them. The boater should be trying to help that co-angler get fish too. The co-angler should absolutely be trying to cue the boater in. I mean, because if you work together as a team, you can win together as a team. But what I do want to do is say, you know what? He did stay in that area longer than he probably wanted to. He did stay and pull off that mat. Again, he might not have wanted to, but you know, I gave him some crap about it. I'm not gonna lie. But he did do that, and that's why I'm saying, you know, like, he was still a good guy about it.
14 today. Take over the hot seat. What do you think? Feel good about it?
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
Think so? Let's see. Going to be close. You're exactly right. Up. Went out boat number 4 this morning on the co-angler side out of Annapolis, Maryland, Louis Martinez. 12 pounds, 13 ounces on day 1. Caught a big bag yesterday at 16. Let's start loading them up. Louis, one at a time. You're going to need 14 pounds, 15 ounces to knock Robert out of the hot seat. He just set the bar a little bit higher with 44 pounds and 2 ounces. Keeper number 1, just a keeper. Keeper number 2, a little better. Looking for keeper number 3. He's going into both hands on this one. Ooh, that's a good one. Keeper number 3 is a good one. Keeper number 4, if they keep growing, they're growing. They're growing. Keeper number 4 is a good one. Keeper number 5. Oh, man, not in there. Hey, those last 2 are good ones, though. See, it may still be interesting. 12-13 on day 1, 16-6 on day 2, 4 in the bag today. Looking for 14-15. Your 4 today, Louis, are going to weigh 11 pounds, 8 ounces into 3rd place at 40 pounds, 11 ounces. Man, let's go talk. We'll get our scales reset there, man. You were all over it, man. What about keeper number 5 today? Did you see him?
What do you mean, did I see him?
Did you have him hooked up and coming to the boat?
I see him now, for sure.
Yeah.
No, never got on the 5th fish. Got on, you know, quite a few smaller fish, but never...
Four keeper bites, put them all in the boat.
Exactly.
That's all you can do.
Exactly.
All right, man. What's been your number 1 bait this week?
Really just a wacky rig Cinco, weighted and unweighted, you know.
Green pumpkin by chance?
Maybe.
Maybe so. That's a great color anywhere we go. Well, congrats, man. A great week. Anybody watching back home on FLW Live?
Just all my friends, family. You know, hi, guys. Thanks for following me. Subscribers who subscribe to my channel, Beyond the Bounds on YouTube. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys reaching out and, you know, giving me some good luck vibes. And, hey, just happy to be here.
No doubt, man. It's a great place to be. Congrats on a great week. We got a great check coming for you here just in a few minutes.